pity systems, and other crazy things in the world of Marvel Swipe and Tap. Hello everybody, hope you're doing well. Welcome to the Fridays MCN. So in the crazy world of Marvel Contest of Champions, there's always going to be stuff that's not going to be, you're going to question it. I think one of the biggest things that a lot of players would question is the type of Saga based signature stones and other free things that have been in events. Okay, a good example would be incursions, the Deathless incursions. In Deathless incursions at the moment, we've got Deathless signature stones, which are very much rooted to #Deathless champions. And as you know, if you go to your champion section and you sort by tagged of Deathless, which is here, and click on it, you're presented with a limited pool of champions. Will there be more Deathless champions in the future? Maybe. Will the Deathless signature stones be worth it for saving for the later days? Maybe. Probably not. Look, you're frustrated. You'll be frustrated. I'm kind of like frustrated by it because you see the little emblem, you know, that thing that kind of like pops up the top, you know, Saga based things, Saga signature stones. We're familiar with those, and you can use them on Saga based champions. But this time, this Saga, you can't actually use them. They are very much rooted to being used on Deathless champions, which seems a bit of a meh thing. So if you are looking to see that they are part of utilization this Saga, no, they are strictly Deathless champions. You know, this this chonky fella here, 7-star or 6-star alike. So that can be a bit of a frustration, can't it? It's very much Deathless orientated. Also, if you're missing out on a piece and you do the solo event, I think this is very much for those that have got the 6-star as part of Thanos Reigns, which means that you have to utilize a Deathless champion. You can get a 6-star piece of at your leisure and your choice, which is nice if you're missing a particular piece. Of course, for the grind, it's strenuous, but it is what it is at the end of the day. And a reminder from Kabam that the Saga incursions is for the Deathless Saga. The Deathless signature stones are Saga's signature stones. Yeah, so yes, but no, because again, as we established, you can go to your inventory and go to your ones here and go, okay, so the #Deathless tag champions, and that one there, that's for #Deathless tag champions. And I'm looking down as well, going, okay, just double check. So yeah, they're for that. Looking forward to next Saga. That's all I'm saying. I'm happy with. I'm done. I'm done with this Saga. Happy to move on next. Next up, and what about Daredevil Hell's Kitchen? Does he need a buff? Well, a good chunk of you have. 206 people that voted on this poll from January 18th. Overwhelmingly, this is a proper overwhelmingly, are interested in seeing a buff for the champion. Is it something that you'll ever see? That is, again, such a difficult one. Daredevil Hell's Kitchen did go through a buff. Is he super substantial? No. There are a lot of very passionate players around, or passionate fans around the character. Yes. Funnily enough, I think Kat Murdoch was a big advocate of the character and as well like a firm supporter. So would she be interested in a buff? Well, and also like Kabam have taken this particular sentiment from people, because it's not, obviously people have their own say, but there's a lot of people voting yes. Occasionally you see the no to it, but there's a lot more yeses than there is no's. Any significant in this? Not really, because then you have to rely on Kabam actually kind of like following through with following through with a buff for the champion. Definitely the sentiment was taken to the game team. Dork said, Dave said, best I could do is let you know I've seen it and we see it here. No promises in the immediate future, but I can always let the team know about your persistence and passion. And it's down to the game team, sadly, as to like the will it be or could it be buffed. There's a lot of other champions that are going to be considered. I don't know if we're going to start hearing about that in the next 2-3 months. Maybe next 2 months. Which champions are going to be the next reworked pack of champions. I'm fingers crossing for Dormammu. I'd love to see that character get a buff, like a real decent buff. Keep the power control, but add more to it. Like more damage potential. More detonation. And that detonation damage used to be nice, but it was only nice for about 5 minutes. And then it was kind of meh. So, right, now we're going to do a live test of a bug, ladies and gentlemen. So first of all, I need to get up to an SP3, and then I can fire off an SP3, because there might be a very annoying bug, or a return of Richard's favourite sit-down bug. Yes, the Juggernaut bug. Okay, SP3 throw time. Let's see what happens. And, well, nothing. The reason I say this, and you're probably thinking I've gone mad. I haven't gone mad. Slightly mad. I mean, I do go slightly mad. Is this bug right here. So significant about this bug, it is the same bug. This was put on Reddit, and it is funny because, and I don't know, maybe it's just Miles specifically. You can see there, like he's just like sat down. Like we've got Human Torch sat down as it's happening. He's just there going like, yeah, I'm just a chill boy, just chill guy. So okay, maybe the way that I did it was wrong. Let's do the Miles test again, and let's see if it's just a specific fight. It's a specific interaction, so Miles is the one that is causing the issue. So there we go. We've tested out ourselves. It's Miles. If you use Miles Morales against Human Torch, it could be others. If you found different ones, put it in the comments. It'd be interesting to know, other than Miles Morales, which other champions face off against Human Torch have the same bug. And now it's on to the pity system, which just broke. Oh, I thought it was broken then. It was like all kind of condensed. Yeah, I know some people have said that they're not particularly happy about this pity system actually appearing on screen as the first tab, and I can see why that is frustrating. I don't like it personally. There's a lot of things that I think people fall out on, like what they like, what they don't like. I don't like the fact that this is on the screens first. I think it's very much in your face. It is very much like, you know, go purchase and stuff like that. I don't like the scheme of like how it's run. There are, yeah, caveats to it, but I think that it's very much like a well-orientated sell thing. Well, let's go into some thoughts now from you before we kind of like wrap up the video. I mean, it's absolutely terrible. 60k units, $2,000. If you buy the discounted bundles, maybe at $1,800. They basically sell 7 stars at the point of 400 to 500 in the web store, or at least have done with numerous recent 7 stars. It's maybe they're kind of doing this first and then kind of like adding more expensive offers down the line, or kind of a new type of crystal format. Maybe they're starting this now before things like 8 stars. It's weird I understand it's weird for someone to talk about 8 stars, but what I'm saying is like they're trying to get something in early so that they can make as much money as possible, especially when it comes to, like, say, new champions. Yes, they've not done Arnhem Zola, but I can imagine that will be the plan to do some of the newer champions added into game. So yes, it's going to be a crazy year. Crazy year with spending, guaranteed things, and just spending money in general is kind of like just an overall thing. Carries between banners, which is why the cost is so absurdly high. It might be expensive to get the exact champ you want, but you're still guaranteed a decent chunk of 7 stars along the way. I guess that's good. Definitely for whales, higher spenders. Well, that's what we said, isn't it? It's not for lower spenders. It's just for like high spenders. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough, everybody, on that one. Some of these comments seem to fundamentally misunderstand the concept. It's not a new deal to buy. It's not an offer. It's not forcing you to buy more, and it carries over. If I buy 10 Luke Cage crystals and don't get 7 star, then buy 10 crystals each month and don't get the 7 star. When I buy the 200th crystal next year, yeah, next year. Yeah, when am I getting it next year? I'm guaranteed the 7 star. That's nice. Don't have to force your way to pity. Yeah, that's. I don't know if that comment is as the epitome of whales are gonna whale. Possibly. Yeah. I think a lot of us get it, but maybe we're not getting it because like a lot of us are non-spending. So we're not getting it because we're not spending, and of course spenders get it because they're spending. When it comes to, like, you know, whether or not they like it or don't like those things. There was one bit of feedback here from Serdar16, and I was like, I thought, screw it, I'm gonna Google Translate this, and I want to say it's comedy gold, but it is gold. Okay, so it's Turkish. And I'll try and do it with a bit of a flair to it. Is this just a crystal bought on credit? My eyes bled when I saw it. It's complete disgrace. A complete disgrace. What do you aim to do by doing such things in an environment where people can hardly afford credit for July, November and New Year's offers? MCOC offers. Deals that make your eyes bleed. Yes, I thought I'd end on that. Bit of fun. What are your thoughts on the pity system? What are your thoughts on the crystal that's in game at the moment? I don't know if I'm going to be doing any more kind of coverage on that, but we'll have to see it. Also, we've got a last minute story just as I'm recording this. Alliance Wars Showcase compensation has just arrived. Yeah, so weirdly enough, just as I'm recording the MCN, we got this Alliance Wars Showcase correction. This is the compensation for it. I don't think it's great, especially because that fight was more for me more than 5 revives. That was very costly. I don't agree with this, but at the end of the day, trying to get blood out of a stone, blood again, bleed, ice bled, trying to get blood out of stone when it comes to Kabam, giving stuff back to the player base is, you have to literally take a morsel. You feel like Oliver, in Oliver Twist, where he's like, please, can I have some more? More, boy! You want more? You do not deserve more. Please, I'm an orphan and I'm hungry all the time. And you treat us so horribly. More? You want more? Yeah, it wouldn't be nice. But anyway, is what it is. That's the compensation. That's been the MCN for today. Have a lovely Friday. Have a lovely weekend. Should be catching up with some of the videos I've got to make. And yeah, have a good one. Bye.